TikTok only get 30 views? I thought it was a banger. Yeah, who stole my charging cable? Dang, dude! So I guess my girlfriend can't text me back because her Face ID doesn't work with a mask on. What? Just take it down, dude. Of course I want pizza. Yeah, but if it's Domino's, I don't want any part of it. Domino's is trash. If it's Domino's, I send it back. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do online classes today. My hand gets too tired holding up the phone. Did Kyle just say he didn't bring the Takis? Yeah, dude, I'm freaking exhausted. I only got to sleep until noon today. Dude, honestly, I didn't even sleep that good last night. My neck is messed up, dude. 1 pillow is too low and 2 pillows is too high. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, it hurts. Dude, why does Warzone take 3 hours to download? Yeah, I don't get why I can't have hot water in the shower for over an hour. Dude, if we have pizza at youth group again, I ain't coming. Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah, forget you. All right, I love you, Grandma. Yeah, if my phone battery drops below 20%, I will not apologize for what happens next. Why am I in a bad mood? I don't know, maybe it's the cold butter I spread on my toast this morning made it rip. I can't even go in my own room right now because the maid's cleaning. Gosh! She's a sweetheart though. You gotta be kidding me. Yo, Mom! The Wi-Fi's down again! No, I'm not raising my voice, you're just far away. No, I'm sorry. Stupid. No, I didn't mean it. No, I thought there was a spider. Yes, I promise. Dude, only 300 likes? Dang. Dude, Kyle, what even is COVID and why does it suck so much? Dang, dude. I just got a splinter from an avocado stone. Yo, if the Wi-Fi lags one more time, I'm gonna take a cheese grater to someone's ankle. Yo, this paper cut on my thumb is killing my Fortnite game. What? Yo, Luke called me a simp? Dude, that's not true. I respect women. No, dude, I hate driving with him. He doesn't have Spotify Premium. And if I hear an ad one more time, dude, I'm gonna lose it, dude. Yo, I just peeled a pomegranate. I totally think I just pulled my shoulder. Kyle, shut up, dude. Yes, you can pull a shoulder from peeling a pomegranate. I just did it. Nah, dude. I just lost a 700-day streak with Kyle. So no, I don't want to go to Granny's birthday party.
Want a break from the ads?
Dude.
Hey, Anthem.
Hey, everyone.
We are glad you joined us once again on Anthem Live. We've been doing Anthem Live, this online format, for how long now? I think we just talked about this, 105 days.
That was the last time we met in person. It was 105 days ago.
Think about that, folks. The last time that we met in person at youth group, 105 days ago.
And if you missed that week, it's been longer.
That's right. I mean, yeah, if you haven't been showing up to youth group, much, you probably haven't seen me in a year. I probably didn't have a beard then.
I don't know.
But I have one now. But guess what, honey? Guess what? We're coming back on Sunday. Back in service, face-to-face.
In person.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I'm excited about this.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you catch the day?
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sneaky. Not Wednesday night. Mm-mm. I know you're thinking, what do you mean?
Mixing it up a little bit.
We can only gather for youth group on Wednesdays. No, not true. Sunday night. Okay, for the rest of the summer, we're going to meet Sunday nights, 6:30 to 8. And
there's all kinds of reasons. So if that upsets you, we'll be happy to explain them to you.
That's not going to upset you. Why would that upset you? Would you rather stay online the rest of our lives?
I'm just saying.
No. I'll take anything. You could say, let's meet at 6 a.m. on Tuesday mornings. I'd say, I'll be there. You might not say that, but I would say that. So 6:30 to 8 on Sunday nights. First one being this Sunday, June 28th, 2020.
That's like 4 days away.
I know, 4 days away. Can't wait. So that's going to look a little different, and we'll talk about that in just a little while, but what that comeback's going to look like. But we, are kind of ending an era, this online youth group era.
Yeah. I know you guys are going to miss listening to us talk about nothing, but...
Filling dead air with our voices. But I think we should end in a similar fashion the way we started. We're going to do a game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a little message tonight. We're definitely going to give a pizza away tonight.
We are.
Okay? So you might think, well, how are you going to give a pizza away since your last video got blocked on YouTube? Sorry about that. So if you didn't get to go back a chance to watch that, you still can, but there was no chat, right? Because we couldn't do it live. There was no chat. So we thought this would be a good way to give a pizza away for the last Anthem Live. So let's take a look at it right here. So our patented pizza picker will get used one last time.
Yeah, it's got to work out this
and
last
here
3 months.
it goes. I don't know if you can see a theme up there. We're giving a pizza away to Adam Anderson.
Our pizza delivery man.
The pizza delivery man goes home with the pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we just want to tell you we appreciate you. Thank you for every Wednesday night being willing to pick up a pizza. Half the time he wanted to pay for the pizza.
Yeah.
So he
He's a
really
good guy.
went above and beyond serving pizza this last 3 months, 105 days. So
Yeah, that was a lot of
thank you,
pizzas.
Adam. Enjoy that pizza. If you happen to stop by my house and give me a slice, fine. I guess I'll take that. But hey, thanks for what you're doing. And thanks for delivering those pizzas. So it's been a fun ride, honey. Well, is fun really the right word?
It was sort of fun to try something new.
Yeah.
At first.
But just like, I mean, you've experienced this, right? Like anything during the quarantine gets old after a while, and we get that, and we know it's been a long haul. We really do appreciate you, sticking with us. If you've watched from the beginning and trying to connect this way, we know it's not normal. We know it's not ideal. The church was created to have community and connection with each other. You look back at the Old Testament, the New Testament church. It wasn't a church in the Old Testament, really. It's kind of a weird thing. We'll talk about that some other time. But the New Testament church, it says they gathered together regularly, all the time. They saw each other in person, and so we're excited to do that again. So
I do think that it's been a chance, though, for us as a church to learn that there are different ways to connect too. And so even when we are unable to be together, or even if you have friends that are far away, you can still be encouragers, and you can still reach out and check in on each other. So
yeah,
I think that was a good lesson to learn also, that, if somebody doesn't show up in person to the building, you can still try to connect with them.
Still connect with them.
Yeah.
That's so true. There's a lot that we've learned through this time just because we were forced to, right? We still want to do God's work, and so we're forced to be creative. And I think that's been a really cool part of this quarantine. Actually,
we get stuck in our own little box sometimes.
A youth pastor friend of mine, so they've been doing the same kind of thing. They've been doing Zoom meetings. They haven't been doing like a live thing like this, but or a recorded thing, I should say. But they said they've been having Zoom meetings, and they have a family from their church that just 2 years ago went across the world to be missionaries. Oh. And so they had a teenager, and so because of being able to do Zoom and stuff, they were able to join their church, and so they're actually going to try to keep doing a small group on Zoom so that this kid can participate from across the country, or across the world, I should say.
That's really cool.
So those are the kind of things that, like, God is still working behind the scenes.
We've been blessed with technology. I mean, this would have been a whole lot worse to go through when I was your age.
Yeah, no kidding. Essentially, back in our day, it would have just been, hopefully the youth pastor sends me a handwritten letter. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
So I'm glad we can communicate this way and stay connected, and we appreciate you sticking with us. But that being said, we're excited to come back. And so let's just take a quick look as to what this might look like.
Yeah, what can you expect when you come on Sunday night? Things are going to be a little different. We're not just going to come back like we always have been together. It'll be very similar, but there's going to be some things that we're going to have to do because we still want it to be a safe place. This coronavirus, I know it feels like it's over, but it's not over. And so we
still want to be careful.
We still want to be diligent about making sure that we are caring about one another and doing the social distancing, things like that. So, so this is just going to give you a little look and see how things are going to be when you
Yeah,
come.
what to
Can you expect? What
when you come
would
back.
we like you to do to help us out? That kind of thing.
Yeah. So let's check this out.
Hey, Katie. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Okay, you're all checked in. All right. So glad you're here. It's so good to be here. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Yo, bro. Good. What's all this mess?
So I can buy contract and if you guys put in a picture, you can touch your hands and
No.
okay? You want to grab a mask? Alright, well thanks for joining us.
What do you think about that?
Hey, we're outside and socially distanced. We can take our masks off.
Oh yeah, you want to throw this ball?
Yeah.
Go long. Yeah, right there. Oh, this is my butt. How dare you do that? Son of a gun! These people can't tell me what to do! I'm as close as I want! Woo!
Hey, do you have to come back?
No, it's okay. I went before I came. I forgot and I didn't waste my time. Oh.
You gotta go to the bathroom? Oh yeah. Yeah, me too. It's an emergency.
Does this table look good?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Didn't they say that once we were in and sitting down at the table, we could take our masks off?
I think so, once we're socially distancing.
Awesome.
Look at all these places to sit. All socially distanced, equal space. Look how far I'm away. I can't be that far away from you. Come on, let's be like this. There, that's good. Preach it, baby! So that's what it's going to look like. It's a little different. We certainly know that. We know it's not ideal. It's not how you want it to be. But
I want to give people hugs, and I'm so tired of wearing a mask. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And so, you know what? Honestly, we are really asking you to help us. Unfortunately, right now, kids ministry isn't able to do anything. We just know that at that age level, they just won't be able to social distance, and they won't really be able to understand why we're doing some of these things. Mm-hmm. I fought hard so that we can get back together. I hope that you will help us in that.
Yeah, our leadership believes that you guys are responsible enough to handle this time and like the requirements that are going to be in place in order for you to meet together, and they think you can do it, and so do we.
Absolutely.
And so prove us right.
Prove us right that you can handle this. Like, so I know maybe in your own household or maybe just around your own friends outside of the church building, maybe you aren't social distancing or maybe you're not wearing a mask. And that's your own choice.
Yeah.
But we're asking, as you come back to be a part of our group, that we would think about others. We think about their feelings and their concerns, no matter how you feel about them.
Yeah.
That we would, as a group, love each other by respecting these guidelines and really doing our diligence to have a safe place.
And if an adult leader asks you to please do something or please not do something, just be respectful and do as they ask. They're very concerned about coming and having to feel like they're constantly on people, and they don't want to do that. And don't make them. Also, don't make fun of somebody who maybe is concerned. That's my other thing is like, I think sometimes when we don't know how to handle a situation, our first response is to try to be funny and to have some humor because it's kind of uncomfortable and we feel weird and don't know what else to do. So, we don't know, maybe they have someone in their family who's very compromised, or maybe they themselves are compromised. So this is more concerning to them than it would maybe to us. And so, you don't always know somebody else's situation or their story. And so if somebody is trying very hard to, be one way, don't make them feel bad about that.
Yeah.
I think
and research is showing that masks are really for others. We wear masks for other people, not for ourselves. So it's, I don't think you should look at people with masks and say, oh, they're living in fear, they're whatever. They're being considerate of others. That's something that you should be proud of.
You.
they're thinking about others. And so, it's something that we're just not going to allow that you would, tease someone because of their choice to wear a mask or not to wear a mask or how they social distance. So,
and vice versa. We're not going to, I don't want anybody to be the police either. Adult leaders will take care of it if somebody is really being unsafe, but that's not for students necessarily.
So we fully trust you.
Yeah.
Some people say I have rose-colored glasses and I see teenagers as better than maybe they are. I don't believe that. I believe that you are fully capable of being responsible and respectful. And so just prove us right.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining us, and let's continue with our service.
Bye.
The name of the game is Restaurants Emoji Edition. So DJ, this is how the game's going to work. We're going to see a series of emojis on the screen, and we'll have 30 seconds to write down what restaurant we think that those emojis are representing. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, we should be pretty good at this.
I was going to say, we're experts on restaurants.
We are the experts. Now, I haven't seen any of these, and so I don't know if it's nationwide, if it's just fast food. I have no clue. Okay,
fancy restaurants.
So yeah, I don't know any of them fancy restaurants. So
They
hopefully it's
don't have a
McDonald's,
drive-thru.
Wendy's. Okay, so I don't know how many questions there even are. We're just going to find out. So at home, okay, on the chat, you participate with us. There'll be 30 seconds, so we'll all have an equal opportunity to get the answers correct.
There's 10,
okay.
by the way.
There are 10. Okay, 10 questions. So make sure you type it in as soon as you think you know. We'll reveal it after 30 seconds, and you can just keep score at home. Now, one thing that I've been noticing is as soon as one person puts an answer up, it seems like everyone just copies them. Try just to answer for yourself.
Be original.
Be original. I mean, if you know the right answer, that's fine. But, anyways. Are you ready, DJ?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Question number 1.
No.
If you don't get that, we have 30 full seconds. What would you get at this restaurant, DJ? Since we have some time.
Like the actual.
What would you get? Yeah, what would you get?
Usually Rodeo King.
Rodeo King.
That's
Yeah, I'm with you. Rodeo King. And you only get the Rodeo King from Burger King. Are we correct? Yes, we are. The answer is Burger King. 1-1. All right. Let's see the next question. $30 might be too long.
Never eaten at this place.
Really?
Yep.
You've never eaten here.
Never.
So you don't know anything about Cheddar Bay biscuits.
No, that's what I always hear about.
Oh,
It's the biscuits.
baby. Make you want to slap your mama. Okay. Yeah, we like this place. We don't eat very often, but it's Red Lobster. That's definitely not a lobster, but I get the idea.
Shrimp?
I don't know. I think it's a shrimp.
Red shrimp.
Okay. 2-2. Good battle going on so far. Good battle. Question number 3. Oh my. Is this all, these all going to be easy? Now, what do you get at this restaurant?
Oh, geez, a lot of different
A
stuff.
lot of stuff.
It varies.
Yeah.
Not like a lot of stuff at once, but
I like their chicken quesadilla.
yeah, quesadillas are good.
I like the beefy 5-layer.
I like the chalupas.
You like chalupas? Now, what's a
Chalupas are
chalupa?
good.
Taco Bell. What's a chalupa?
It's like a taco, but they use like a
Oh, a
fried
sauce.
bread kind of. It's
Okay.
pretty good.
You have to get me one of those someday.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3-3. Let's hope these get a little more difficult. Let's see. Next question. Okay, they got difficult.
Wow.
I'm not sure, but I think I have a guess.
What? I mean, the last part I can kind of get.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
The time? Outback Steakhouse? Yes.
Oh, out.
Like you're out cold, sleeping, backpack. Okay, now I've taken the lead. 4-3. Outback Steakhouse. Let's see the next one. This is where Lindsay and I went on our first date. And I got riblets.
Oh.
I told myself I wasn't going to get riblets because they're messy. I want to make a good first impression. Couldn't resist them.
Sauce everywhere.
Couldn't resist them. How to get them? What's the time there? 3, 2, 1. Answer. That's Applebee's. Applebee's. I mean, that's about as straightforward as you can get with emojis. So what we got here? 5-4. I'm up.
Yep.
So that means we have half the questions to go. We're halfway through. Next question.
Yeah.
I like this restaurant a lot.
Had it a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, I don't venture out to big cities to have much. Pretty sure the couple times it was like on youth trips or something.
Now here's how this works. If you go to this restaurant, they usually ask if you want a sample.
Yep.
You sample the most expensive thing you know you're not going to buy. You get that honey walnut shrimp at Panda Express. And then you go ahead and order your sweet fire chicken or Bayesian beef. You ain't paying that high price. I just had that a couple days ago. So it's 6-5. I'm in the lead. 4 questions to go. You know that one?
Yeah. Took me longer than it should have. I had this yesterday. Very shake.
I wanted to have it yesterday, but I had Frosty Edder instead. I sometimes, if I go to Frosty Edder and they're like packed full,
Mm-hmm.
just head up the road. It's only 15 minutes up there. Get yourself a cookie dough blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Tried the cake
Correct.
shake thing.
Cake shake? No.
It's pretty good. I was
I'm all about the
one
cake
yesterday.
shake.
It's pretty good.
Cake shake?
Yeah. Like, just strawberry shake and I put cake batter or something.
They put cake batter in
Or
it.
cake. I don't know. It was pretty good.
They put cake in your shake.
Yeah. Cake shake.
I mean, I get that. But that's weird. Okay.
Tastes good.
Next. You struggling over there, DJ?
I know. I think I have the idea, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh man.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is one of Lindsay's favorite places,
I-
and it is the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, I had the cheesecake and I was like, what's this called?
The Cheesecake
God.
Building. Okay, so I am up now 7-5. Is that right? No, 8. I've got them all. 8-6 then.
Yeah.
8-6. Let's see. You got 2 left. You got to get both right, and I got to get both wrong. Oh man. I mean, that's the part. Is I don't. Let's see. Do you know this? Well, you see the answer. You got a good guess there?
I think so.
How much time I got? 5 seconds? I don't think this is it, but I said Chipotle. It was right.
Yeah. Well, I think it meant burrito plus avocado is extra.
Oh,
That's what I got out of it.
Avocado's extra. They always say that. Yeah.
Because of the money bag or whatever.
I just based it off of that burrito, and I was like, oh, looks like Chipotle. Doesn't that look good? Chipotle might be my #1 restaurant.
It's good.
If anyone's like, I should get Pastor Andy a gift card, Chipotle. Okay, is this the last one? Oh man, you have no chance of winning, but this is for just respect. But I've got 9 right so far. Okay. DJ knows this? Is that 5 guys? Is that what you said too?
Yeah.
Oh, that was your
I
chance.
thought I had it. You seem kind of.
So, you got 8? Is that
Think
right?
so, yeah.
And I got 10.
I didn't get Cheesecake
So
Factory.
you get-
or
oh yeah, I
anything.
can't do that.
Uh,
But good job, DJ.
Thank you.
Excellent work. Thanks for
Good.
participating. Thanks for always playing my silly games
Oh,
throughout this whole
it's been a
quarantine.
blast.
I wish I had some more brain teasers for you because those were some of my highlights of the last 3 months. But thanks for doing that.
Yeah, can't wait to see
Hey,
you on
thanks for
Sunday.
participating. Yeah, we can't wait to see you on Sunday. Well, I can't tell you how excited I am to get back to seeing you in person. So I look forward to this being our last Anthem Live where I'm preaching to a camera and DJ behind the camera. I'm excited to see you face to face as I bring God's word to you. I just really want to talk just a little bit tonight about the place in our world that we are at the moment. And, you know, this whole virus has really, unfortunately, seems like divided us even more as a country because of either media outlets that are telling 2 different sides of the story, or popular opinion on social media platforms. It really has driven a wedge between us, it seems like. And I just want to bring us back to center as believers, who we should be and what's our calling, what's our purpose in this world. As you see, I'm wearing my Love God, Love Others shirt from NYC 2019. And really, that's the focus, isn't it? That's who we should be as believers. We should be focused in on loving God and loving others. And if we do those 2 things well, all of these other issues, all of these other platforms or disagreements really don't matter all that much, because we're accomplishing the kingdom of God's work as we love God and love others. we're going to look at that passage where this whole phrase, love God, love others, comes from tonight in Matthew. And so let me just jump into it. It's Matthew 22, and I'm going to start in verse 34. Okay, so let me give you a little preface of what happened in before verse 34. And essentially, the Sadducees, okay, they were kind of like the Pharisees, but the Sadducees didn't believe in the resurrection, all these different things. So they were religious leaders, but they're a little different than the Pharisees. They didn't have political power. So they were trying to trap Jesus, okay? They're trying to get him to stumble or say things that weren't right. And so Jesus essentially just puts him on the spot, and he says, you're in error because you don't know the scriptures. He essentially just calls him out. You know, I watch YouTube just like anyone else does, and I watch Ben Shapiro. I don't know your political affiliation or what you think about Ben Shapiro, but the way that he can debate is impressive. He has these big gatherings where he's essentially giving a speech, and he'll open it up for questions afterwards. And it seems like so many either college students or just individuals who disagree with him, they'll try to put him on the spot, and they'll try to get him to trip up, and they'll try to dispute him or try to argue with him. And he is so good at quickly responding in a way that completely shuts them down. And it makes me think of how Jesus responded to the Sadducees and the Pharisees in a very matter-of-fact, like, hey, you're wrong because of this, but he does it in a way that like changes the narrative back to what he's trying to communicate. So he just did that, and here's what verse 34 says. Hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. Okay, so the Sadducees had just got shut down by Jesus. Now the Pharisees are like, all right, our turn. Let's see if we can stump him. And one of them, verse 35 says, an expert in the law tested him with this question. Okay, so they're trying to trip Jesus up. They're testing him. And he says this, teacher, what is the greatest commandment in the law? So you can think of the Pharisees as like political figures, like lawyers almost, right? They're all about the law. They want to know the plan, right? What's the greatest? What's number one? And the list of things we should do, what's the most important? Well, Jesus didn't reply with, here's the plan. He replied with, here's your purpose, right? Here's the purpose of believers and followers. He says, Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. After that, another group of Pharisees get together. They try to stump him again. It's funny. This doesn't really have anything to do with what I want to tell you tonight. I just think it's funny how Jesus really could shut them down with his response, because they had never seen teaching like his. And in verse 46, so just a few verses later, it says, no one could say a word in reply, and from that day on, no one dared to ask him any more questions. I just thought that was pretty funny how it says that. So Jesus responds to this lawyer or this Pharisee by saying, there's not greatest commandment, but here are the two most important things. Here's the purpose of your life, to love God and to love others. And so I think as we think about our role and how we should respond to people, how we should treat others, how we should live our lives, we need to focus on those things. How can we love God and how can we love others? There's a book from Bob Goff. It's called Everybody Always. And essentially, it talks about what it looks like for us to love God and love others. And there's this section in chapter 3. Here it is. I just want to read this section to you, and it talks about our neighbors. So quickly, people might want to try to figure out, okay, well, who is my neighbor? If I'm supposed to love my neighbors, who is that? Is that the person that lives directly next to me? Is that is that my family? Who is my neighbor? And Bob Goff does a good job of explaining what Jesus meant by that. Here's what he says. He says, each of us is surrounded every day by our neighbors. They're ahead of us, behind us, on each side of us. They're every place we go. They're stacking groceries and attending city council meetings. They're holding cardboard signs on street corners and raking leaves next door. They play high school football and deliver the mail. They're heroes and hookers and pastors and pilots. They live on streets and design our bridges. They go to seminaries and live in prisons. They govern us and they bother us. They're everywhere we look. It's the one thing we all have in common. We're all somebody's neighbor and they're ours. This has been God's simple yet brilliant master plan from the beginning. He made a whole world of neighbors. We call it Earth, but God just calls it a really big neighborhood. That essentially just tells us that anyone we come into contact to is our neighbor. And so we should love them like God loves them. And he created them in his image, and he calls them a masterpiece, and he loves them like if they're his own child, and he calls us children of God. And so really, we should look at every person as an opportunity to love one of God's children. I want you to think about that as we come back to youth group. Every person that's a part of our youth group is a part of your family, is a neighbor, is someone that we should love like God first loved us. So, there are people that get on your nerves. There are people that get on my nerves. But it doesn't mean that we don't have to love them the way that God loved us. So when you see your old friends, and when you see people that you recognize but maybe don't know, or you see people that are wearing masks, or you see people that aren't wearing masks, or you see people that are trying their hardest to social distance, and you see people that aren't trying that hard to social distance, let's remember that love covers all. And so we really should be loving people first. We're not going to condemn them. We're not going to judge them. We're not going to make fun of them or tease them. We're going to love people the way we would want to be loved. Love your neighbor as yourself. And I know a lot of us can maybe be self-deprecating and, don't think highly of ourselves. But ultimately, we do care about ourselves, right? That's why you eat. That's why you sleep. That's why you drink water. We care about ourselves, and we should care about others as well. I am really looking forward to seeing you on Sunday night, okay? This first Sunday night, June 28th at 6:30. We're going to meet here at the church face-to-face. Things are going to look different, but we are excited to be together. I just want to remind you as you come, be a person that's filled with grace, because things aren't going to be the same, and you're not going to be able to do the things that maybe you want to do, but be filled with grace, meaning that you understand why things are different. You're doing your best to participate, and you're trusting that others are doing the same. And let's love everybody always. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll see you on Sunday. Special breaking news. This just in. We're back, baby. We're back after being blocked. Banned for inappropriate content.
NBC, you liberals.
Close enough to moon the camera.
You can't control me. This is America.
Liberal media.
Oh. Okay. Are you ready? Let's do this thing. Last time, baby. You done good. Let's end strong. Finish strong. You were thinking about punching me in this rib cage, I think. You glanced down when I had my arm up that you thought you were about punching me right
Open
there.
shot.
It was like she thought, oh, there it is. Open shot. Chop me in the ribs.
Thank you.
Whoa, shank
You've been
me.
making a shit of
And twist. She spent time in prison.
the tiger.
I have a checkered past.
There you go. You haven't heard the first thing about that. Can you see underneath the table? Can you see the edge of this computer?
No.
He's
So,
seen the
am I even on the screen?
Yes, you're on the screen.
In the weather, every time the weather's like this, I have a terrible headache.
You can't even see the difference when I'm flexing and when I'm not flexing. Until now.
Push it.
You ever do that? Like, yeah, check these babies out.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? How you like that? I mean, I never did because I had guns. Okay, that's recording already?
Yeah.
You ready, DJ? Don't squeak it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, that half fell. Hey, when it feels weird.
Felt weird.
Well,
Diva.
it's like my golf swing. Remember, I'd have to like adjust every time
Yeah.
I'd swing.
Oh my gosh. Took forever. then you take like 45 practice swings.
Then I just.
Yeah, and you still shank it. Here we go.
Social distance my butt!